Hello everyone, this is Akuchi, back with some more Dominion. Another Dominion League match, this time against Sicomatic, who was in the A Division last season, I believe. So here we go. We've got Mountebank, Lost City, Crown, Apprentice and Catapult is the trashing. There's Artisan to gain some of those nice cards. There's also Ratcatcher for trashing. Pretty much every card here could be valuable with the exception of cash. Hitting 5 is pretty great, so I think I'm opening Catapult and Silver. I don't think Caravan is fast enough. And I think the first 5 might be Apprentice. But Mountebank is reasonable, of course. Yeah, no, I don't think I want. I don't think I'm hitting 5 without Silver. And if I want Silver, I might as well get it now. Okay, so it looks like next hand should hopefully be 5. I don't mind picking up a Ratcatcher though. For sure that'll be fine. Ratcatcher is the best way to trash curses. So if my plan is to get the Apprentice, which I think it is, then I am going to I could get a Ratcatcher, or I could get a second Catapult. I kind of want to get that Mountebank instead of a second Catapult. So I think I'll go, oh great. I really don't want to be attacked next turn. If I get attacked next turn, I'm going to be really sad. There's an estate in there too. I might not even hit 5. Hitting 5 is just so important. Please don't attack. No. I really don't want my opponent to hit 5. So we've got an okay chance. At hitting 5 here. But no guarantee. Oh gosh, it happened. Okay, so Apprentice or Mountebank? I think at this stage with 2 Ratcatchers, Mountebank is the best 5 to get. So if I'm not getting Apprentice, then I might as well take this opportunity to trash the estate. Lost City is what I would get next. Yeah. So we can't play Catapult and hit 5. Oh my gosh, I gave him that curse. Wow. That's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure I want to take this opportunity to get the Artisan. It's the only source of plus gains. We're gonna have Terminal Collision in these bottom cards. Hopefully I draw 1 Terminal. If I draw Artisan, that'd be ideal. I can top deck a Lost City. I guess that was a Terminal Collision. That's what that looked like. No luck. So we have all the Terminal Collision next turn. We need to get ourselves a Lost City. I think if he attacks me, I'll discard Caravan, Catapult, and I might not play the Caravan anyway. Well, we are behind. We are very, very behind. I thought I had a Lost City. Oh, yeah, never mind. It's fine. I mean, I do need another Lost City. Yeah, I seem pretty lost here. It's just pretty unfortunate to not hit 5 with my opening. If I'd gotten an Apprentice on turn 3 or 4 instead of not hitting 5 until turn, 7 or whatever. Oh man, Catapult's really strong when you can gain Lost Cities mid-turn. He does have the Mountebank left. It's just brutal. Still no Lost City. Well, at least we didn't go first. We do have platinums, which makes dominate easier to get, but otherwise there's some other powerful synergies like Ironworks, Upgrade, Highway. No plus buy though, so Highway doesn't seem amazing. It's probably a dominate thing. Peddlers aren't great without plus buy. Oh, you can upgrade Peddler into Platinum though, which is very strong. The only draw is either Herald or Faithful Hound, and you can't really draw with Faithful Hound without Heralds. Bandit Camp like adds a stop card. The only trashing is Upgrade, so we do want to, and Alter, so we want to hit that. Engineer will be good at some point to get the Heralds. I'm trying to decide if Ironworks is worthwhile. Like, opening 2 silver is pretty bad. I wonder if Faithful Hound silver has any merit. Probably not. Let's see, Ironworks, silver. If they collide, we're sad. Silver, silver. If they collide, we get Alter. If they don't collide, we get some upgrades. We can upgrade our shelters into Faithful Hound. I think there's plenty of time for the 4-cost stuff later. I think I want to get 2 silvers. I mean, I don't really want to have 2 silvers, but this will be upgrade, of course. Interesting. Alright, double upgrade. So we have to fight for the heralds pretty aggressively. Yeah, this is bad. I think we get it. Ah, this is really bad. Ah. We can't upgrade any of our shelters. I think this will be an engineer, because we're going to get enough faithful hounds. Well, yeah, I guess I don't need ironworks. I can just get engineers instead. This is just shit. Excuse me. This is crappy luck. So is ironworks more valuable than an engineer here? I think so. We might want to upgrade a silver into a herald very soon. Do I want to get a faithful hound on top of the deck? I don't think so. Of course we don't hit 4. Why would we? Why would we? I mean, if he gains 2 heralds here, it doesn't actually matter. If he gains 3 heralds, it's just game over. Interesting. I don't think I want anything. Like, I don't want that faithful hound because I'm already going to be getting... Well, I'm probably not upgrading my necropolis now, I guess. I don't know. I guess I am. Yeah, we could get a faithful hound, I guess. Great, and got this ironworks. I kind of want to get a peddler. There's really nothing to get with at 4 now. Man, feels real bad. Alright, we'll get a peddler here. Be nice if I hit an upgrade. I'm just so far behind now. Who would have thought? I guess this is a lesson to be learned. Getting upgrade caliber trashing early is not worthwhile. Better to just dick around with gaining 4 drops. So yeah, here we can gain a platinum. You can also just buy a platinum. Okay, Necropolis. Could just gain that. Faithful Hound. Doesn't really give me much to do. I could upgrade Ironworks into upgrade. There's no way to, like, get a Faithful Hound and an upgrade here, though. I probably need to score points, unfortunately. I don't really want him to have another Faithful Hound. Oh, interesting. I have another Faithful Hound. I think I just want to get Colony here. So I need to gain silver. Wait, that's not enough anyway. Oh, whoops. Right, so my plan was to get... I don't think province is how would I possibly win getting province? I mean, can he gain 6 Ironworks this turn? Probably. Can he gain 6 Ironworks and a colony? Probably not. Maybe if I get the province... I mean, if I get the province, he just doesn't go for it. And then he scores more than me, and his deck is better. So I either get a platinum here with the hopes of dominating next turn, or I get a province. And what's my hope there? That he tries and fails to get a pile out? Because if he doesn't even try for it, then he can gain... I mean, he can upgrade his peddler into a platinum. He can, like, alter into bandit camp. And he can afford more points. And that puts me in a pretty bad spot. I can always upgrade the province into the platinum. I guess we'll do that. I need more upgrades, though, for sure. Like, we just haven't really trashed. Forgot to turn my audio off, so you're probably hearing it through the microphone. Apologies for that. Yeah, well, anyways, the lesson here is what just happened there? Okay. I definitely don't want to lose my points lead. Do I want to get an engineer? I could play the Faithful Hound. I probably ought to, just in case I can afford Peddler after playing it. Not quite. Oh, I can. Yeah. There we go. Well, we get the Faithful Hound woes here. I think I might not want to play the Faithful Hound here. I know I've got 2 Heralds and the remaining 7 cards. And an upgrade. Could get an Engineer. But the Engineer is only good at gaining Ironworks. Sicomatic is deciding whether or not to end it. So if I got a Platinum instead of a Province, I would have had it in my last hand. And I would have been able to buy a Province, I guess. It's not very exciting. I mean, more exciting than what I did, but not much. Okay, just going for it. Okay, so he needs to buy a Province. So he has 4 more Ironworks. Or 5 more. No, 4. So he should be able to gain them all. Theoretically. If he has enough coins to buy a Province in hand, then he should definitely play the Ironworks right now. Oh, hey, Highway. I didn't even pay attention to Highway Ironworks, but it's not like there was any time. So he only has 1 more Herald. Yeah, he's got it. Okay. Okay, we've got That's a cost reduction. Bridge and ferry. Can build a draw engine with Workers Village and Ghost Ship Tragic Hero. The start opening looks like Spice Merchant Chapel, or we could Traveling Fair Chapel. That seems better. No upside, I guess. Oh well, we're gonna have to win as player 2 with an identical opening. There's a big like bank mega turn thing here too. Okay, well at least Sicomatic didn't trash 2 estates. Okay. Alright, so what's our build? We probably want the Ghost Ship. Oh, I don't like that. Don't like that. Does look like the key card here. Trying to decide if like ferry is the better investment. So I'm thinking of building. Well, it's also a question of how aggressively we play this, so the least aggressive way to play it is trash estate copper by nothing. And then the next turn, trash estate by silver. And the next turn, trash copper by silver. And the next turn, by Ghost Ship. And the next turn, by Workers Village. That's a lot of turns. Or we can trash estate by silver or by ferry right now. But we might not see our chapel next turn, which is the downside. So there's a notion that if you have, like, bridge is better than silver. So if you can skip silver entirely, that's pretty good, right? So if we ferry Workers Village, and then we get bridge. When we have 4 coins, which I guess is guaranteed at some point. Then we can afford bridge and workers village, because that'll be 4 coins. We could even trash a copper to get there. And then once we have 2 bridges, workers villages are free, which is really good. Yeah, so we only have 4 copper left. Yeah, Ghost Ship definitely messes this stuff up, though. But we can't lose the workers' village split. That's shitty. So he's just ahead a turn. Okay. Okay. So here we can get bridge workers village. He has the exact same freaking turn as I do. What could he be thinking about? Probably the ghost ship. And he could go with ghost ship, but I really can't. Alright, if we draw a bridge, that'll be great. If we don't, oh well. Please not double bridge. Okay. So if we draw double bridge and he doesn't, well, then we have a chance. No chapel either, huh? Wow. Okay. Alright, so that's obvious. And here we can get a ghost ship, I guess. we're in a rough spot. We only want the one ghost ship. So we only have 4 workers' villages. So all we can support, like realistically, is probably like 3 bridges or something. So there's no point in putting ferry on bridge. But next turn we'll want to put ferry on something, I think. Although it's costly to do that with like cost reduction. We'll see how Sicomatic plays it from here. I think Tragic Hero is going to be pretty cool for like bank maybe. I mean, it's the best draw from here. So I have 3 bridges. I could play Ghost Ship, Tragic Hero with my 5 actions available. So we have to somehow win from there. I don't think... Well, Soothsayer into Ghost Ship. It's just, I don't have the terminal space. Can't really play that kind of game. So 3 bridges down. We get quite a bit of cost reduction. We have 3 coins. Not quite enough for bank, but we can always buy Tragic Hero to turn into bank. But bank's not very good if we trashed our copper. Bank is also not very good if you don't have enough draw, and all the draw is terminal. We're behind, we just have to find a way to not be hopelessly behind. Yeah, he's almost certainly gonna see that ghost ship, probably. Okay, that was, well. Alright, so what are we doing this turn? We have to play the other bridge if we want to actually get Tragic Hero. We could just skip the turn. So we have 2 workers' villages in the last 4 cards, a bridge and a copper. So we could... If we play the bridge, we could ferry Tragic Hero, buy Tragic Hero. And the thinking there is we were only 2 cards away from drawing deck. If he doesn't attack us with Ghost Ship, we actually get there with Tragic Hero and Ghost Ship. That's pretty good. And if we don't draw a bridge, that's fine. If we don't draw a copper, it's a little bit unfortunate. Alternatively, we trash these 3 copper. We buy nothing. And next turn, we have 3 bridges and 1 copper. It's enough to do the same thing. It's just a question of like whether we can get the chapel off more productively next turn. Because we can like chapel this turn, and then next turn do the fairy tragic hero thing. But if it all works out, like next turn, then we can... I think it's a higher variance play to not trash here, and I think I want to go for that. Because I'm not really ahead. I need things to go over real well. Well, if we miss a ghost ship attack, though, we're just screwed. And the best way to not miss a ghost ship attack is to trash these 3 copper. Then it's kind of guaranteed that we don't miss it, probably. Well, it's not guaranteed with his ghost ship attack. Trashing 3 copper. That's pretty good. That's probably all we need to do. And if we can get 3 bridges into play next turn. Yeah, okay. Well, this is not good. Ooh. Okay. So we just need to see our ghost ship before we see our chapel and 3rd bridge. If there was an opportunity to pick up a spice merchant, like maybe instead of the 3rd bridge, I could have bought a spice merchant. Wonder if that would have been better. I bet I probably would. Like, there's no rush on the bridges. Yeah. Spice merchant instead of 3rd bridge would have been good. We good. So now the question is, do we trash this final copper? What is our game plan? Keep the attack up for sure. really close to having enough pies to like end it. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay. Because if we ferry Tragic Hero, we can buy as many as we want, which I think that number is 2. We can also buy just like a bunch of Harbingers to try to push piles. I think I'm content with this copper. But is this copper ever going to matter? I feel like I might dead next turn if I have the copper. Probably better to not have it. Doesn't affect what I'm doing this turn. Alright, and now in terms of a 3 pile, he's going to have... He only has the 2 bridges right now. He does have a Spice Merchant, so that's up to 4 buys. He has 10 buys total, I think. And he went first. So I can actually get 5 Harbingers. He drew everything of consequence. Yeah, I just need to find my workers' village. One of my 4. I guess Forum would have been, I mean, I couldn't afford Forum, but Forum would definitely be a good card here. So he ought to be concerned about my ability to pile, which I should probably count if it all works out well. I will have 3 buys from Bridge, 1 from Tragic Hero, and 4 from Workers' Villages, so that would be 9 total. If I didn't play Ghost Ship, I could actually get to 10. But 10 is not quite enough. But I'm kind of making him, you know, be concerned about taking another bridge. Yeah, so if he lowers exactly one bridge and doesn't get any green, then I could think about not playing the ghost ship. Again, this is all assuming I actually find a workers' village. Okay. Just the one bridge. Okay. Well, I think we're definitely going to play at least one tragic hero. Well, shit. All our workers' villages are there. So we have 3 workers' villages and a bridge in our starting set of cards. Yes, got a ghost ship. Well, I would prefer to see a tragic hero. Did he buy a copper? Oh, here we go. I think we got it. Alright, he's out of copper. So his spice merchant is pretty bad. I just really want to see a tragic hero. And I can win. Could get a bunch of estates. That would be exciting. Okay. Okay. So I think we have it, right? We got 4 buys from the villages. All right, we're at 6 buys right now. 9, 10. That's enough. We have enough actions for it. Yep. And I think we have enough coins. All right, we can ferry. Oh, shit. It does work, but only barely. Because I didn't have enough buys to ferry. Alright, well, that was a close one. We got a little lucky with his ghost ships being bottom decked. Yeah, so if you have 3 bridges down, you can ferry on Forum. Yeah, ferry on Forum, and then you buy all the Forums, and you buy the remaining Harbingers, and then you have... Yeah. Then you buy green. Interesting. Magic Lamp. Oh boy. We got Catacombs for draw, along with Workers' Village. We've got Swamp Hag in the house. No trashing, so Guardian for Swamp Hag seems like a thing we need to do. So I think in these kinds of games, you're going to want at least one silver for sure for Magic Lamp. If you want one silver, it's good to start with it. Beyond that, I think I can get behind an Ironworks opening. I mean, getting to 5 early for Swamp Hag is pretty good. I mean, but there's Guardian. I think I do want the Ironworks. The alternative is Secret Cave or Shantytown. Shantytown is very quickly going to be bad. Ironworks is never really bad, so this is unfortunate. Our silver and our Ironworks seem likely to collide. I mean, I kind of hope that one of them is bottom decked. I think I will actually start with a Shantytown. Because I don't have any terminal actions. I mean, at some point I will, but... Well, I guess I can do that next turn, right? I could, but... Alright, so our silver's bottom decked, and I think that's pretty good. Silver copper is bottom decked, moreover. So I think we'll be able to get Swamp Hag or Catacombs. I think I prefer Swamp Hag first. Catacombs later. Well... No, I could see Catacombs to activate the lamp faster. Sicomatic opened with Secret Cave. Yeah, Sicomatic really hates silver. And that really worked out for him in game 2. Avoiding the silver. I don't mind silver here. I knew it was a bad card in game 2. I just didn't really see a way to get to upgrade without getting silver. But yeah, there's something to be said. Sicomatic has a higher rating than I do, and is ahead in this match. So, something to be said for skipping silver whenever possible. Okay, this should be 5. Yep, Catacomb. Oh, he gets it before the shuffle somehow? Oh, because he saw it on turn 3. Yeah, we could lose this one. Alright, so this should be Catacombs. We could get a Guardian in play. I think I'd rather have a Workers' Village. Alright, so Sicomatic did end up getting a silver at some point. if I draw Catacombs here, or Shantytown, there will be a chance. Well, this is awful. I could get gold. Dang. Now all we have is Shantytown to collide with Catacombs, which is pretty bad, and we have our workers' villages and secret caves out of the shuffle. Yuck. I think we do want another Catacombs here. Okay. Yeah, if we see our Catacombs here, I'm gonna be pretty happy about that. Do we want Workers' Village number 3 or do we want Secret Cave number 2? I think we want Workers' Village number 3. Oof. Okay. Dang. I think I want Swamp Hag now. Alright, because if we end up playing multiple Workers' Villages and multiple Catacombs, all we have for uniques are Copper, Silver, Secret Cave, Shantytown. Oh, that's enough. Maybe we do get a Catacombs. Yeah, I really want those wishes. So we can't skip over any of our uniques, which are Secret Cave, Shantytown, and Silver. Our unique singletons. Once we have our wishes, we're going to get some combination of Swamp Hags and Golds and Catacombs, I guess. This is going to be an inconsistent draw engine because you can never get rid of the starting cards. You probably want to get Guardian up every turn once they have Swamp Hag. Not quite. Alright, so let's begin. We need to put that in hand because... Alright, let's just think about this. We can actually activate right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not amazing. But it's kind of greedy to keep playing. And we do have a Catacombs and a Workers' Village left in those 11 cards. So we could either get a secret cave here or a workers' village. I like having the workers' village advantage. It's just a lot better than Shantytown. Wouldn't surprise me if Sicomatic is able to activate the wishes this turn. Although he has to find it, the magic lamp, because he played it last turn. Winning the catacomb split might also matter. I mean, I'm happy with 5, but I'm pretty sad with 4. Ironworks gaining Guardians, a little bit sad. Ooh, that was nice. That's 3 uniques. Down to 2. If he triggers a shuffle here, that will also be not amazing. There's something to be said for not discarding with Secret Cave if I do plan to trigger the shuffle with Catacombs. Nice. 5 cards. That's not terrible. 4 cards. Yeah, he's fine. He's got to 3 uniques again. He should have it. Yeah, he's got the magic lamp in hand. He's got a copper. So all he needs to do is find the silver or the ironworks. So he did discard the silver into the shuffle. Okay. So he's got the wishes, and he'll probably be able to play the wishes before me. Just kind of awkward. I might want to think about a defensive guardian. I think I'm not going to discard. Alright. So we've triggered our shuffle. Yeah, I think I want the Guardian now. Wish for a workers' village. I'm okay with that. So I want to get 2 more catacombs, but that might not be possible, unfortunately. Yeah. Looks like I'm going to end up behind again. Darn. It's not the end of the world to have 4 catacombs. So he's certainly got his third wish. I mean, he might not want to use it on Catacombs, but yeah, it's just a question of whether he goes in for the denial play, because he doesn't need both he doesn't need to use the wish on Catacombs. I don't think he has enough coins. I guess he does have enough coins to just straight up buy 2 Catacombs though during his buy phase because of the duration secret cave. Yeah, I mean he's not going to be having a ton of fun with 6 Catacombs, to be honest. Not if the workers' villages are split 5-5, which I think I have 5, but I'm not positive. Oh yeah, he can just gain a gold, right? So if he doesn't gain a Guardian, I'll certainly be playing some Swamp Hags. So we'll see if he goes for 2 Catacombs here. Could go Horde, Gold, Guardian or something. Okay. I mean, he probably wants 1 more Catacombs. At least 1. Okay. So he left the Catacombs for me. I'm happy about that. I'll go ahead and gain a Catacombs right now. Probably. No kind of draw like overdraw. There's no like gain and play of Swamp Hag. So once the wishes are gone, you don't actually have to worry. You don't have to get a Guardian. You can just kind of be reactive, which is interesting. But I definitely want the Catacombs. It's just a question of, do I want it now? Alright, I guess I need a Catacombs. Alright, do I want to put anything in my discard pile with the Ironworks? Not really. Oh, do I only have 4 Catacombs anyway? I guess so. That's inconvenient. So our Ironworks here could gain Secret Cave. Seems fine. Well, we'll see what our coin total is, right? So we've got 9. So if we gain a horde, we'll be at 11. If we gain 2 hordes, we'll be at 13. So there's no way for us to... Well, if we gain horde gold, we have 14. Yeah, there's no way for us to reach double province while gaining a horde. I like the idea of getting some golds, though, from the hordes. So if I gain 2 hordes, I can gain province duchy. And that's a lot of gold. I think I'm okay with that. Then I gain a secret cave, I guess. Alright. Good stuff. So he's going to be able to draw his deck a little better, but I have the edge in points and in payload. That's a discard. That's a discard. Okay. So, seems like a good province for sure. Then, do we get a duchy? I think it's fine. That's a pretty unfortunate hand. But we will be able to get another province this turn. If he buys a swamp hag, we'll, I don't know what we'll do. Guess we'll ignore it. Oh, I can't use Ironworks to gain silver here. Has to gain an action. Which ought to be Secret Cave, because we're going to have a lot of green. Those should be good. He's got 2 more catacombs. He's going to need to discard with one of them. No big deal. Does he want to play the last Catacombs? Probably fine. Yeah, because he can discard if he wants. Okay, yeah, just leaves one card on top. That's pretty good. Yep, so we'll see what he can do. I don't think he can double province. Maybe he could have under different draws. Ugh. One coin short. Let's look at how many golds I drew last turn. 2 golds I played, so I do have 1 more gold in this shuffle, I think. I guess I need a discard here. Feels bad, but so it goes. We could discard Catacombs and 2 copper and play Shantytown, but nah, probably better to play the Catacombs. Is that enough for province? It is. I think that's good enough. Two provinces is not enough for Sicomatic here, so he needs to. Yeah, he'll probably just need to risk it. I'm gonna go get a drink of water. Yeah, if Sicomatic buys a province here, then he might win. Yep. And if he doesn't buy the province, he will most certainly lose. Alright, so I win on this turn. If Sicomatic does not win first. Now to win, to tie, he just needs province duchy. To win, he needs some more. Man, I don't want to see this. I do not want to see this. I still think I'm favored, but a tie is definitely realistic for him. I mean, he just needs another, like, estate to win. Darn. Yep, just a matter of draws. He's got the buys. Dang. He just keeps drawing. Urgh. Frustrating. At least he didn't have any secret caves in play. Gain a state. If he's just short of... Please don't. Oh my god. Oh no. Ah, the humanity. That one really hurts. Really hurts. That one hurts a lot. I don't know if not province turn. Well, I'm in a much worse position. Because I can't open Remake Overlord. So there's no village. So we're not looking at a bridge megaturn. So instead, we're looking at a groundskeeper thing. No way to increase hand size non-terminally, so it's just pretty messy. Well, no, there's Menagerie. Okay. Menagerie, good card. Yeah, I think we just open Overlord here. Yep, his opening's much better. But what can you... Oh my god. Well, this will be a century. Probably want 1 silver. Probably. Unfreaking believable. Of course. Of course. Why? Why not? So do I want another Overlord here? I think so. In which case I should have got it last turn. Idle. Guess that's fine. Maybe I get a silver here. Okay. many copper I have left. I'll figure it out. I'm fine to end with 1. Then I'll have idle. I don't think I want a bridge. Yeah, we're done with that. And we can play Overlord as remake. The second Overlord will be a bridge. I guess. If I have a bridge, I think gold, idle, silver, copper is enough. It's only got the 1 menagerie. Definitely want at least 2. He's got 2 copper. That's weird. Guess I might as well play this Overlord like a groundskeeper for no particular reason. I'm not seeing it. Yep, I do want a gold. And I think I'll get a 3rd menagerie, because it's a good card. And I always want it. Could get a guide for a real bad hand. There's no hand size attack. Nah. I think I can get like 2 groundskeepers a turn now. That's my hope. There's also Raider. That is a hand size attack. I didn't think about that. Well, if he gets Raider, I'll get a guide. Or 2. It probably doesn't matter though, because of menagerie draw. Yeah. Raider could be good. There's no sequence of events where I don't draw everything up here. I'm not sure what Sicomatic is doing with all these. Overlords. Maybe he'll do something cool with, like, remake. Leprechaun. Just no villages, so I'm gonna do the straightforward thing and force him to beat me. But yeah, we should be able to get 2 groundskeepers. So if I get Wind's Gift, even if I get Wind's Gift, I should be fine. Sweet. So once we start greening, we're gonna have to rely on Sentry to filter out provinces to keep our menagerie draw going. At some point it's definitely gonna stop working. Gaining a silver through Mountain's Gift will be unpleasant. That's the unpleasant one. Huzzah! I mean, I feel bad for Sicomatic, but... Oh, he's doing that thing. Okay, well, that should be fine. Finally out of debt. He did it. He got that leprechaun. Alright, so we got 6 groundskeepers. we should be able to get at least 7, right? I don't think he can gain... maybe he can gain 3 this turn. So, but we have 6. So we could consider playing an Overlord as Leprechaun, if the bridge will not help us. That's just enough to get the last 2 groundskeepers. Unfortunate. Alright, we're at 4. So we can go 5. Yeah, we're gonna have to think about this one. So is it worth it to play this as a Leprechaun? We miss out on 3 groundskeeper points this turn, but it helps us double province in subsequent turns, which I kind of like. Yep, we have enough to buy a province anyway. That's not what I wanted to see. That's pretty unfortunate. Might not have been as unfortunate as his Wind's Gift, but pretty unfortunate nonetheless. Okay, so Sicomatic is not going in for the Leprechaun. But he doesn't have enough for double province. Dang, I could have used that Flame's Gift. Kind of wish I had a guide. Okay, going in for a state. Alright, well, we're definitely drawing up this turn. I'm not sure what we use our wish for. I might just keep it around. Great. Yeah, that wish can be either a century in need or a duchy. That's all it'll ever be. Man, you got the Flames Gift again. I could have used that. Although, in practice, if I have the ability to gain 2 provinces with, I guess the Mountain Gift helped me, right? Because without it, I would have had to use the wish for like idle in order to be able to gain the 2 provinces. So I have a like extra wish in my deck, in addition to an extra silver, and there are plenty of ways that my deck can choke anyway. But it is kind of annoying. Alright, so this Overlord will be a sentry, I guess. Yeah. Falling a little behind. Now, we don't need to play that idol, but how could it hurt at this point? It could help if we get like +1 card, I guess. It could help if we get +1 buy. Okay. Yeah, that should help. It's very unlikely that we fail to activate this menagerie. We do get the extra card. That could hurt. Because we have 4 provinces. Hmm. Oh, there's some curses in there too. I can't remake anything into points, as I have no 4 costs and I have no 7 costs and I have no 1 cost. But neither can my opponent. The only bridge is in the trash. The only 2 remakes are in the trash. Sicomatic has to decide on a double duchy line or a province estate line. I think double duchy is probably better for him. Drag the game out because his deck's a little bit more reliable. He's got the guide. And if he takes a province, I theoretically have the ability to end it. It's not even that far-fetched with the wish. All right, that's good for me. Province is the only card. Overlord. So this pretty much has to be a sentry, I think. Ooh. I can use Will-O-Wisp to draw this up. Okay. I think I have it. Right, I can wish for gold. Alright, so we got that one. Unexpected after the opening, but I think Sicomatic had some tunnel vision with like Leprechaun plays, when really you just gotta win that Groundskeeper split. And now it's, we're down 2-3, but our start in the final game. So we got a chance to even it up, which would be great. Donate. Oh boy. Alright. So we've got the donate. And we've got Haggler, which is... Oh, we have colonies and platinum. Okay, this is not a straightforward money-ish thing. So we've got Cultist too, so multiple donates is possible. It's a little awkward that Cursed Village is the only draw. So it does not play nicely with Cultist. It actually plays okay-ish with Ruins. We have the coin token too. Oh man. Capital for all kinds of debt. So I can open Haggler Donate. Okay. So there's Giant as attacks also. That goes well with Cursed Village. So if we start with our Haggler donate, then we're going to have 5 coins left. So if we keep Haggler and 3 copper, then the next turn we can buy like Cursed Village, gain Ironmonger, gain silver, something like that, and then go from there. The plus buy is capital, I guess, which is pretty weak. There's also rogue for gaining what giant trash is, which is pretty interesting. So I think I like the Haggler line. His Ironmongers aren't amazing, but they're pretty good, and then I can also gain more expensive stuff. Although I don't really want that many like golds or whatever. Platinum's a good card though. I think we're gonna be happy with Haggler. I think we might end up with a 2 donate type situation. So Sicomatic has the same options that I do. Need to contemplate the ideal timing for the second donate. I guess that's another question. Do I need to get Cursed Village on turn 4? I mean, we don't. We could get capital. We could get gold capital. Right? Giant seems really slow. Doesn't trash platinum. Yeah, so I can keep 4 copper and buy gold capital with the intention to spike to platinum with a capital in the deck. That seems probably better than getting Cursed Village early. Get Cursed Village later. Definitely be able to trash something, maybe. Yeah, he might be able to trash one of my cards. If he trashes the capital, that's probably the worst. Yeah, that'll be bad. But it's only a 1 out of 7 chance of that happening. I guess I need to draw the capital too. But I think gold is just better than ironmonger or silver. I mean, obviously. Is that enough to buy a platinum? I guess it is. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, this is great. Perfect draw. Alright, so I think I just gain platinum gold and then trash down to a 5-card hand. And here we just, we buy nothing. So his giant misses next turn. So now we have we have 19 in 2 buys and 2 gains. Yeah, I guess he just didn't attack. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, so we have choices here. So I think I like the idea of 2 platinums. And what do I gain with my haggler? I can gain a gold and a cursed village, maybe. The first cursed village is just like a lost city. It's like a laboratory. That's good. I mean, the hex might do bad things though. Could gain a second capital. There's a lot of game left. Like, he could go after provinces and I'd have to get all the colonies. But maybe I can do that. maybe I can do that. Haggler's a really good card. So our question is, like, is a Cursed Village worth it? There are so many hexes that don't matter, and there are a few that are really bad. There's one that's good. Alright, so the bad curses are... The worst is Locusts. I mean, if it turns a gold into a silver, whatever, but if it does anything else, we're really sad. War does nothing. Alright, so the bad ones are Locusts, Plague, because I don't want to curse, Greed, because I don't want to copper, that's it. There are 3 bad ones. And then there are 8 that are either just like slightly bad, like Misery, or I don't care about at all, like War, or are kind of helpful, ever so slightly helpful, which is Famine. We don't need Baker if we're like doing capital stuff. I think we already have money smoothing. If we get Cursed Village, like, we could get a giant of our own. It's not a bad card. And the odds are pretty good. We can do this again. Or we can just take a colony and a platinum. So yeah, so we can go Platinum Giant, Platinum Cursed Village. That's reasonable. Or we can go Colony Platinum and not have any debt. Also reasonable. Probably the most reasonable. Well, there's a lot of game left. The odds are better now. 2 out of 10. Well, we're gonna give it a try. Yeah, in his position, I would get Colony Platinum here. Looks like I'm not going to be able to afford Platinum either. Yuck. 8 coins. What a disaster. We could get one more capital. That's pretty good. Obviously, Platinum would be much better. Okay. I forgot he hadn't donated a second time. So what do we do with this? Is gold or capital better? Or something else? I do think it's gold. Well, capital gives us a lot of flexibility. I can always gain it off of Haggler next turn. No, I'm gaining Platinum off of Haggler next turn. I think this is our best opportunity to get another capital. This is the first game where I built more than Sicomatic, so we'll see how it plays out. Not always by choice, of course. Let's see what my giant can do to Sicomatic. Pretty much all options are good. Discarding Colony is the worst. And all the rest are good. Yeah, having a second capital in case one gets trashed is also nice. I don't know what he's thinking about. I'm pretty positive he doesn't want... Oh, he maybe has a capital. He's thinking about playing it and doing something. Doesn't seem very good. Do I want to trigger a shuffle? I think that's fine. So what the giant do? Ooh, I trashed his capital. That's very good. This turn a little less good. I know that Sicomatic and I are both slower players. So I estimated this match to be at 2.5 hours, but looks like I was a little off. We're going to get the colony. It's good to put colonies down to 3. That's my opinion. Put a little fear into Sicomatic. Alright, my gold is trashed. Not the worst, not the best. Oh, he goes for it. Interesting. Okay. So we have a few options here. Alright, so his boot is up. He only has 1 giant. So there's no chance he takes 2 colonies. Do I take 2 provinces, or do I try to reduce my debt under the expectation that I can get like 2 colonies next turn? So that would be gaining province and like estate or something. I think I like that. I don't think I want to donate. Oh, I gained something. Gotta be capital at this point. Oh. That's a reason not to gain anything here. Darn. Forgot about Haggler. I mean, my plan is to not shuffle again. Right? And I can donate if I would otherwise shuffle again. Alright, so how's the estate going to matter? Well, if he takes colony, like, duchy, it could matter. I mean, I'm also assuming I see a capital in my next hand. If I don't see a capital in my next hand, then there's something to be said for getting a province here. So if I get the province, there's just no chance at all that I can get 2 colonies, I think. On the other hand, if Sicomatic can't get 2 colonies, maybe that's fine. It puts me up on points, you know? Huh. Yeah, because I'm going to be really sad if I have a bunch of coins next turn and no capital, and that's actually pretty likely. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, so far it's looking like I might have met that fate. Yeah, it's a tough choice for Sicomatic. I get 2 more cards. They could be good. They could be bad. Ooh. Yeah, 2... I mean, Colony Province seems pretty good. I mean, I guess he loses if I see my capital, though. And I have another Cursed Village, so it's not that unlikely. It's real close. Real close. Two provinces isn't crazy. It's also pretty reasonable. Yeah, capital's really good near the end of the game. Yep, that was the obvious decision. Now the tough one. What? Why wouldn't you gain province there? That's crazy. Okay. So do I get a colony? Man. This thing is down. Did discard one of his platinum. He needs a pretty good turn. I have a curse in there. Or do I have 2 curses? I don't. So if I get this colony, what do I open myself up to? To colony province tying. Colony province estate wins. He needs a really good turn for that. Like, basically, he could get 2 colonies almost all the time. That happens, I think. So I force him to have the good turn now. I assume, yeah, okay. So we lucked that one out. I mean, I don't know. It was real close, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Alright, we managed to get a 3-3, which was pretty good comeback. Alright. And so I've got 2 more matches for the league against Brian and Glores. I might be playing Glores later this week. And there's also Renaissance will, it has been said, finally come out on Monday. So then the Renaissance tournament will also kick off. So one of those matches will be next. Until then.